Chance, you're not helping. Watch out, bud. We gotta disconnect this thing here. What is going on? We gotta get that wire disconnected. Bruce, what are you doing? Chance, you're not helping, bud. What are you doing? You're gonna ruin it. Oh, you're knocking stuff down. My goodness gracious, get out. Get out. No, don't turn around. Don't turn, you're gonna ruin my headliner. Well guys, this is going to be a two-part thing because we're tackling multiple things all at once. It's going to be awesome. I hope you guys stick around and watch both videos. Moose says make sure you watch both. Right, Moose? Yeah. Anyways, we literally are pulling the entire interior out of the Canyon in this two-part series. We are soundproofing the floors, soundproofing the doors, the roof, pull the headliner, everything comes out, and we begin installing the new stereo system. So as we pull the doors out, we're gonna do the speakers, and so on and so forth. There's just way too much to cover. We painted the intake for the truck, so we can bring that over to the guy who's assembling it for us and going through the motor. He's checking everything out for us. We've got a ton of new parts that showed up. What else? I mean, yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. We clean up Havoc, the Canyon build, we pull that outside. There's just so much to cover. So anyways, if you want to see how I'm sound deadening and installing a new stereo system in the shop truck, getting new parts, painting an intake, getting things cleaned up, washing the engine bay, we got a whole bunch of other stuff going on in this two-part series. We have some trips that we have to take. We are dropping off parts, we are picking up parts, lot going on, lots going on. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy. If you don't like watching one part of it, fast forward through, you'll pick up another whole segment of the video doing something completely different. Like shampooing the carpet, getting rid of stains, cleaning up old plastic and stains on that. Like tons to cover. All right, thanks everybody, I appreciate all of you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Oil and fuel and grease that was just caked on this thing was horrible. But we got, I'd say 95% of it all off. This is just oxidation in the plastic. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's all nice and smooth. What we ended up doing was pressure washing it, soaking it in Purple Power Extreme, the really potent stuff. You don't even want to get that stuff on your skin if you don't have to. We scrubbed it down. I hit it with a wire brush in some areas, hit it with the pressure washer again, soaked it again, hit it with the pressure washer again, and then we blew it off, tried to get it as dry as possible, and then I cleaned it with brake clean, because what happens with the Purple Power, all the soaps and chemicals in it are just sitting on that plastic even though it looks dry. You got to clean all that off before you try to paint this, because we are going to paint this intake white so that it matches Havoc. So we need to prep this. So what I'm gonna do, and guys, leave a comment. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of using common sense and a little bit of what I've seen around and what people have done. I've done it this way before with plastic, so I'm hoping it works on the intake too. I've done a bunch of other odds and ends on vehicles and equipment. So I'm just going to take a red Scotch-Brite and just lightly scuff the upper big areas here. I'm not going to go crazy getting in all the nooks and crannies. I just want this upper half to look really good. We got to use a primer, but before the primer, we're actually going to use an adhesion promoter because of this plastic. So what you do is you scrub this all down like this. You get it looking good, blow it off, take some paint prep spray. If you don't have that, use a ammonia-free glass cleaner, like the spray away that you guys see me use all the time. That will also clean the majority of the contaminants out of metal and plastic. And it's less abrasive, not abrasive, less aggressive, I guess. Paint prep spray on plastics can sometimes actually heat up and melt the plastic. So you don't want to use that if you're working with a thinner material. Obviously, intake's very heavy duty, so we don't have a concern with that here. So like I said, I'm just going to scuff this thing all up, and you guys are going to see it all cleaned up, and we will get some paint prep on it and on to the next phase. I got more sanding to do. I will say I am absolutely soaked through all my clothes from pressure washing this thing. By the way, what you guys saw in like probably 30 seconds, that was like 40 minutes of pressure washing and cleaning this. Just so you have an idea of how long it takes to actually clean this, an old intake up, without going crazy, just to get the bulk of the garbage off. So yeah, it was about 45 minutes out there. So we got it all sanded down. Blow that off quick. We've got some prep spray. We're just going to soak this whole upper half down. Give it a little wipe. Try to get in all these runners as best as possible. And then all the areas you can't get in to wipe, just use the blowgun on your air compressor and blow it right off. Like you said, we're not going super crazy here. I did clean my hands too, so you see me touching this. If you still got grease and stuff on your hands, make sure you don't touch the material you're working with, because you'll end up with problems that will make you redo the whole darn thing. It is like 972% humidity out today, though. It is absolutely disgusting. So being soaking wet from the garden hose was not too bad in the pressure washer. All right. Havoc outside, we had a massive 5-minute thunderstorm, so everything's wet. Darn it. We beforehand soaked down. Are you guys all steaming up? You're all steaming up. Air conditioning in the shop got you all steamed up. You're still steaming up. All right, Oh, anyways, good enough. We took some engine degreaser, even though this is pretty clean, and we soaked the entire engine bay down. So we're gonna hit that with the pressure washer really quick. Where can I put you guys so you're not buried in the sun? You're still all steamy. Really bad. You just keep steaming up. I don't know what to do with you. That's a horrible picture. I'm beautiful and I look like hell right now because of this. I think it's starting to adjust. It's getting better now. We're gonna hit this thing with the pressure washer with the foam cannon on it real quick. I don't have foaming soap in here. I just have literally some Meguiar's car wash soap. But it's nice to just do a pre-soaker. All right, wonderful. We're gonna hit this now with the pressure washer. I'm just gonna set you guys over here because I don't feel like getting my camera all soaking wet. Sorry. Not like you guys haven't seen an engine bay get washed before. You're going on fast forwards now. All right, here she is, all cleaned up. It's got little chips and nicks and scratches in her here and there, but it's a 230,000 mile truck. I'd say I'm super happy with it. A little paint correction, some good wax, ceramic coat, Raptor line inside the bed. We'll redo this bed liner here. I'll scuff this up and we'll Raptor line right over the top of that. Even the roof's in great shape. Still got to remove the badges on the tailgate too, so. We already pulled the lower valance off, and we just got to pull that gray plastic off, and then we can fit our new bumper on there. So, anyways, I'm soaked to the bone. I'm gonna drag this truck back inside, let it dry, and we gotta get another coat of clear on our LS6 intake because it's been about 10 minutes since the first coat. Yep. All right, let's get to it. Well, 10 out of 10, do not recommend VHT engine enamel gloss clear at all. Look at how yellow this clear is. That's the paint, that's the clear coat on it. That intake looked beautiful with paint. Now it looks freaking yellow. I am so aggravated right now. I have 5 hours into cleaning and painting this intake today. Half a freaking day wasted. Because now I gotta sand and scuff this whole entire intake down, clean it again, and repaint it white because that looks horrible. And I bought white BTR valve covers that are actually white, and it looks absolutely horrible next to this piss yellow clear coat. I'm not happy right now. Not at all. On the flip side, Havoc is inside, I gotta dry it off because I dried it off outside, and before I could even pull it in, within 2 minutes it started pouring. So there's your bright side. I'm gonna go dry that. All right, well, the intake looks like hell after half a day's work, and I just dried off Havoc for a second time today. So I'm gonna leave the doors open, let some air get in that cab because it hasn't been really operated or used in close to a year since the last time it was on the road. So I'm gonna let that thing air out in the shop. I'm gonna go get out of my soaking wet clothes and boots so that I'm a little more comfortable. And then we're gonna start cleaning the interior, getting it pulled out and getting the sound deadening and stuff installed. And we also have a table full of speakers. I promise when I come back, I'll be in a much better mood. Well, I let about 15 minutes go by and I said, screw it. So I just sprayed the paint I love, the 2X paint and primer in one, right over to clear coat. This is definitely not how you're supposed to do it, but it took to it really, really well and laid super flat. The clear had already flashed, but it wasn't dry. It was like the perfect time to recoat it with more clear. So I hit it with the paint. Now it looks beautiful again. And it's actually extremely, extremely shiny laying over the clear that was on it. We'll see. I'm not going through the process of stripping this whole intake down. I'll buy another intake at that point. I'm so frustrated. All right, now I'm going to get out of my wet clothes. Yeah. All right, I am dry now, and we are going to get to work on Havoc. So I'm not sure how I want to do this. We have all this stuff to put in here, but we also need to get rid of all the dinginess in here. We got to shampoo the seats, shampoo the carpet. We got to pull the seats, pull the carpet. We got to pull all the plastics out. We're probably even going to pull the headliner. So how I think I'm going to approach this, and hopefully it makes for a relatively decent video, is I'm going to clean the door card and then take the door card off and then do all the soundproofing, install the speaker, and reinstall the door card. Then we're going to do the other door. Then we'll pull the seats out. Then we'll pull the carpet out. Then we'll sound deaden the floor. And we'll take the black plastics out and we'll sound deaden that. At least that's my go-to. I don't know how I'm going to make all this work in a video that you guys might actually watch, but to the 3 of you that watch it, I love you guys. All right, let's get to rolling on Havoc. Let's make some noise in this thing. Somebody already put speakers in this. We have some old Pioneers. They're very chintzy. And as you can see, this is some really wonderful wiring somebody did. So we're gonna be redoing all of that because no, this is not okay. Pop the clip there. We'll push this harness through. Come on, let go. Oh, there we go. God, why do people do this stuff? This is horrible. They just literally wrap the wires together and wrapped electrical tape around it. Everything's all gummed up and crappy. We gotta redo all this because I ain't about this life. Nope, no sir. I'm assuming gray is gonna be negative here. That speaker doesn't even have a positive and negative label on it, but we're gonna redo all that. We're gonna get some Freshie in there and redo all of that. First, let's get some Resolve back in here and see what this stuff can do. Oh, this stuff really is awesome. My gosh. Guys, go get you some of this stuff. This is phenomenal. Look at this, watch. It's obviously not taking the glue off, but all of that grime and dirt that was stuck behind the plastic in the door panel, you don't even need to scrub it. You just wipe it off. This is so enjoyable. I don't know if you guys are like me, but certain stuff, when you peel the tape off of something that you just painted, or when you're trying to clean up something and it actually cleans up nice and easy, That just does it for me, man. Move this wire. Look at that. Comes right off. Beautiful. Truck's getting a new lease on life all the way around. I'll tell you that. All right. Next thing I want to do is I want to get in there. It's kind of hard for you guys to see. Here. Let's see if this shows up on camera. I'm going to squirt that on there. Let it sit for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it just cleans it right up. That's awesome. What do we got here? We have an Ollie's keychain tag. Bargain Battalion. Garbage. That won't be rattling around in my door. Nope. No siree. All right, I'm gonna finish wiping all this down, and then what I'm gonna do is probably spray the window track, put the handle back on, spray the window track with some WD-40, clean that up, any excess of that, because we're gonna come in here. Another piece of garbage inside the door. How does it even get in there? Unless somebody was trying to break into it with that at some point. That's a pretty poor attempt. Come on, do better, people. If you're gonna steal something, at least use a decent credit card. I don't condone stealing. Burn your shit. All right, now I wanna get some of that Silas, I think it is. I don't know. The sound deadening stuff. I'm gonna get some of that. We're gonna make it fit in here. Be right back.
Tell your dreams to everybody around. Some people smile, but wanna see you down. Keep it quiet, don't make a sound. Let your success be what shakes the ground.
Don't tell your dreams to everybody around. Some people smile, but wanna see you down. Keep it quiet, don't make a sound. Let your success be what shakes the ground.
Don't tell your dreams to everybody around. Some people smile, but wanna see you down. Keep it quiet, don't make a sound. Let your success be what shakes the ground.
Haven't earned $1 million yet, but I'm aiming for the sky. One day I'll fill a stadium, watch the crowd multiply. Talking about my hard work, now they're watching every move. This next step is just a warm-up, got a lot more to prove. Secure my position, now my partners are impressed. Used to stress at the starting line, now I'm chasing nothing less. Work smart, not hard, that's how the maximum is made. Got local currency for now, but the dollar's on the way. I cannot forgive betrayal, that's a line I won't erase. I don't need the fame, just the power and the place. Competitors chase numbers, ready, set, go.
Done one of these window crank handles. There's this little clip that comes on these, and you can get them with a pick tool a lot of the time, but buying one of these cheap things for a couple bucks is nice. And all you do is you take it like this, hang on, there we go, and you just slide it behind the door handle and it pops the clip out. Makes it very convenient, but trying to put it back in is such a nightmare. It's always a pain in the butt. And if these things take off on you, they take off on you, and there's no finding them. Where's my little plastic trim tool? I lost it. Where'd you go? Hello? Where are you? I can't find it anywhere. It's here somewhere. I know it is because I used it. There it is. There it goes. Got it. All right, moment of truth. Window goes down all the way. Can't do it that way. There we go. Just use the right hand for the right door and it's good to go. Beautiful. All right. That means our insulation didn't affect the way the door goes up and down, and we got a nice tight feel. We had a nice tight fit with that rubber surround right to the back of this. The fitment was perfect with the outer edge rolled back the 1 notch. So I'm gonna put that down there, and that is our door install. So we are now fully sound deadened and the new speaker install. I'm gonna go repeat the process on that side, so both of our doors are 100% complete and we don't got to deal with them anymore. That went really well. It was very time consuming trying to do things nicely, but worth it, hopefully, maybe. I won't know until I turn the radio on and we find out if we did something wrong. But with that said, let's get to work. It's late. I think it's like 10 o'clock already Saturday. big guy. You helping? You want to put some wire ends on the speaker wire for me so we can hook up the speaker? Yeah? Okay, buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy. What are you doing, Moose? It's always supervising. Here he comes. Wait for it. What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? Oh boy. Yes, that's my ear, not your ear. That's my ear. Big sloppy jowls. You're lucky I love you, old man. You guys like his bandana? You can read that. I'm not reading it out loud, though. That's how he lives his life. Right? All right, guys. Come on. Good boy. All right. Let's get this outer portion done. Let's see how this looks back here. That should go right about there. I believe that's pretty close to center. Now, let's slide this back. Hop in here where I sit. That's right where I want to sit. Oh, we got tons of room here too. That's perfect. Oh, that works out great. That makes me so happy because I was ordering this thing. I had it bought before I even had the truck. When I just knew I was getting the truck is when I purchased it. And I did that. Oh, I knocked my light down. Please hold. All right. So now that we know that fits, let's grab our 6x9 box and see how we want to orient these. Not sure how I want to mount these in here, but I was thinking of something like that. That would actually work perfect. And we'd still have room for the seat, I believe. Oh, tons of room. Perfect. Sold. All right, so that one's right there. Let's put the other one in just to make sure. There's a whole bunch of these boxes on the market, and most of them are all different sizes. So I was doing measurements, and this should be pretty much a direct fit. Yep, just like that. I want these aimed up. The only thing I might do is cut the corner of that box a little bit so it fits a little better, because we're literally right inch for inch here. But I am really happy with that. Certainly pushes on the plastic, but that's basically what it's gonna look like. And then with the seat back, throw my light on the ground. If we look back here, I still got 3 or 4 inches here. So we can slide the seat all the way back to there if there's ever a tall person in here. Sweet. So just like the front doors, we have these rubber surrounds, the rubber cones that go in the boxes. And like I mentioned, we can't use this lip here because it's not going in a door. We have to get these grills on the speaker and they sit flush. So what I did is I just took a razor blade and I cut that rubber flange right off so it's flat. And now this drops right in here like that. And then our speaker and our grill will set right in there like that. Voila, beautiful. It's upside down, but I'll spin it the other way. You guys know what I mean. But that's what we're working with. And I think that's gonna work out pretty awesome. So set that grill there. Now these speakers, surrounds, these rubber cones, they come with a foam insert, as you can see there. So I stuck that in the bottom of the box and I cut out where the wires are gonna go. So after I got that cut out, I stuck that in there, and then what I'm gonna do is take some of our sound deadening. I'm gonna use the foam stuff, and I am gonna take this and just put it on the inside of the box just to help a little bit more with any echoey sounds that are coming out, because I'm hoping to use, so one nice thing I like about 6x9s is they're almost like a mid-range driver too for all your mids, more so than 6.5s unless you buy really nice component speakers and run them with an amp. I've had a lot of luck running 6x9s with a powerful head unit, which we have one. So we're gonna go with it. If it doesn't sound good, it's gonna be better than what was in there, and we can always upgrade later. And this is all good quality stuff, so we can repurpose it, we can add an amp, we can do all kinds of stuff later on. So I'm gonna cut some of this stuff up, we'll stick it inside the box, we'll cut the other rubber surround, and we're gonna build these boxes.
Yeah. You swipe left on my heart like a Tide app. Two-step verification, but you knew the trap. Said I need space, but your timeline's packed. Our flame died quicker than a birthday snap. Your lips dripped honey with a cyanide twist. Canceled our plans like a streaming service missed. We were Wi-Fi strong, but you switched to 5G speeds. Let me buffering in your cloud of deceit. Got me like spam mail, love was on sale. You changed the password, now I'm locked out the vault. Bad love, you just bad math. Subtract the trust, add the lies back, yeah. Bad love, I was attacked. Your kisses got malware crawling through my tracks. Crawling through my tracks. You ghosted smoother than a midnight tweet. Treated promises like cookies sweet, but delete. Our playlist died when you hit shuffleize. Now I'm screaming at the void where you type in size. Unfollow my pain, double tap the blame. You upgraded hearts but forgot my name. Bad love, you just bad math. Subtract the trust, add the lies back, yeah. Bad love, virus attack. Your kisses got malware crawling through my track. We were Tesla sparks, short circuiting slow. You rebooted with some strangers, hello. Now my hard drive's full of corrupted wires.
Got it. Well, the floor could be worse. It's a little grimy, but that's not even rust. That's just like dirt stains. Got some heat protection already over there, but we're gonna wrap all this. So this is the cutout here for the manual transmission trucks. That's our sensor. Cool. Looks great under here. You never know what you're gonna find under the carpet. So even up in there, it's just dirty, but it all looks really good. Late night in the shop. We're just getting out here today. It's about 9:30 at night. Moose and he's gonna help me clean the carpet on this thing. I've never done full carpet, so we got some stuff to try. So I have one of them little shampooers. Thank you, Tracy, for letting me borrow that. And I bought one of these guys, which chemical guys. It's a brush. You just put it right on your drill. And we're gonna try using some of that Resolve cleaner that I used on the plastics. We're gonna spray that onto the carpet, get it pretty good and soaked in the Resolve, and then put this brush on there and do a little spinny spin and see how that does on some of the stains on the carpet. Carpet's faded in some areas, so obviously we can't save that, but it's got some stains there and there. And then especially on the driver's side, it's a little bit stained. Moo will show you where it is, right there. So we're gonna hit those spots, see if this and Resolve can clean any of it up, and then we'll use the little shampooer over there and do it the rest of the way. Try to get this carpet looking fresh and smelling fresh. So we'll get to it. I'm gonna turn my music on and mute you guys, and I'll give you some CapCut audio files to listen to. I usually do. I really got to figure out, hey, leave me a comment and let me know what you guys that make videos and stuff, how you get your music on your videos without all the copyright stuff and all that. Because I would love nothing more than to put some good music in my videos. You jam out in the shop. Let me know how that all works, or where you're getting music that's actually good that you can play on YouTube. I don't even care if I got to pay for it. That's not even an issue. I just want to be able to jam out to my music. All right, enough talking. I got to get to work. Gotta disconnect this thing here. What is going on? We gotta get that wire disconnected. Moose, what are you doing? Chance, you're not helping, bud. What are you doing, big guy? You're gonna ruin it. Oh, you're knocking stuff down. My goodness gracious, get out. Get out. No, don't turn around. Don't turn, you're gonna ruin my headliner. You're gonna ruin the headliner. I'm gonna be so mad at you. All right. You're a good boy. Can you get out? Come on. Off. Come on. Get out of here. Good boy. Off. Get out. Go. You got it. Get out of there. You got it. Go. Oh. A big oaf. Oh. All right. We gotta get this wire out of here. It's on this little safety clip. That was interesting, to say the least. And it's just hot glued to the headliner, so to make things easier for myself, I'm just gonna peel it right out of here. Get out. Now we can get the headliner out. What an experience that was. Thanks for your help, Moose. He's still here, by the way. No, oh God. Here we go again. Let's get the headliner out of here before Moose stomps on it. Oh my goodness. Tiny trucks, big guys, big dogs. All right. Oh, now you get out. Hope you guys had more fun watching that than I had experience in it. But I guess that's one of those ones that we're never gonna forget, buddy. Good boy. I love you, kid. You going back up? All right. Careful. All right, let's get this B-pillar out the rest of the way. I can't remember how I did it on that one. I think I did something like where I just worked it around. How did I get that one out of there? I don't even know. It just came out. Try not to, oh, there we go. All right, that B-pillar is down. Is that good, bud? How was that? Now we can put the roof insulation in there. And I don't know if you can really help me with that, because I gotta get a little seat in here to sit on to do that. And there's really not room for a seat, but don't worry, we're gonna build you a bench in the truck so you can ride in here with us. I know, you love your ear scratches. Or the babies. Look at them teeth. Good boy. What? I know, I love you, bud. Yes, you're a good boy. I know, tell me all about it. All right, we need a break because this guy needs some attention. All right, we're getting back to work. With all Moose's help there in the cab, things are definitely taking a little longer, and this video is definitely dragging out. So I'm gonna cut it there. We'll do part 2 of finishing up the sound deadening, getting the interior put back together, and also the sound system. As you can see, we already got the door speakers in, but we'll get the head unit and all that pulled out. We'll get all our wires run and tucked, and then the carpet's nice and dry now. It's laying over the engine bay. We're gonna get all that put back in. I'll show you guys the finished product in the next video. If you haven't, like and subscribe. I appreciate all of you. We're almost at the 500 subscriber mark, which is huge for us. If you made it this far in the video, just know how much I appreciate you all. And leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what you like and don't like. Havoc's underway. I'm hoping, I think by the end of September, we should have a running, driving truck. That's my goal. So what do we got? 6 weeks? Tranny's maybe done. Motor is almost done. And we got a ton new parts. We have almost everything we need to build the entire truck, either here, being worked on, or ordered. So stick around. I appreciate you all. And remember, nothing stays stock. Moose and I are out.